Yes, sir. What's going on, YouTube? We are back with another Forza Horizon 3 build video. This time we are taking one of, probably the more legendary YouTuber requests, dare I say. This man, obviously a legend in the drift game. Even, famous YouTubers look up to this man. Obviously, if you guys read the title, you guys already know who I'm talking about, man. So I'm just going to let you guys know who requested this build. Ashton, John, RK, and Lewis Williams, man. They both want to see Ryan Teurck's FRS 2JZ street car, man. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was just about to build his drift. I believe it's the BRZ, maybe. But then I remembered, man, he has a 2JZ street car, the Daily Drifter, an absolute beast, man. Good thing I remembered, because I could have caught some flack for that one. So what we're going to do is see if we can find an FRS. Now, if I'm not mistaken, FRS is from Scion. So we're going to see if Scion's even in this game, which I don't think they are. And they definitely are not. So I think our next best bet is going to be the Subaru BRZ right here. Now, for you guys that don't know, the BRZ and the FRS, I always get confused. They are the only ones for us here that are available in Canada. Now, Scion, if I'm not mistaken, is only sold in Canada. Is that an incorrect statement? Let me know if that's sold in the States to you guys as well. But, I mean, as far as I know, the States get the GT86. Is that fair to say? You guys get the GT86? No, I guess if Ryan Teurck's got the FRS, I don't even know what I'm talking about, man. Some very weird branding and rebranding happening here, obviously, with Subaru, Toyota. It's like a little love triangle going on. But we're not going to get into that right now. What do you guys say we just get into this build, man? Obviously, going to jump into the upgrades. Now, we are going to do the body kit preset, but I want to go in here and do the conversion myself. Obviously, right off the bat, we are going to need that 2J, man. So let's see if we even got that option. Yes, we do. There it is, that beautiful 3.0. I was going to say 3.5 liter. So used to that VQ. 3-liter inline-6 twin turbo right here. Drivetrain swap. Going to leave that rear-wheel drive. Aspiration, single turbo or twin turbo. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say this is a single turbo. Because who doesn't love a big single turbo 2J? Now, the Rocket Bunny kit obviously is something that definitely needs to go on here. For those of you guys who've seen Ryan's car, know that it is wide-bodied the F out, man. Those front tires just poking out large, man. Actually a little crazy, to be honest. Now, as far as the rear wing goes, by the looks of it, this thing is wingless, so we're going to go ahead and remove that rear wing, obviously. Front hood just has a couple of the little hood clips on there. Don't think that it is vented, so I'm just going to go ahead and leave the stock hood on there. Now, as far as the tires go, you guys are going to give me crap for this. Race tire compound, imagine that, race tire on a drift car. I'm going to beef up the front tires and maybe leave the back tires a little bit thinner, just to get rid of some of that grip a little bit easier. Actually, you know what? That looks goofy, man. Those back tires are too skinny. Widen them up, man. 305s. Mr. 305! I'm sorry, I just had to. I had to take the opportunity there. Now I'm going to go ahead and look for the wheels that Ryan has. I forget what they're called, but when I find them, I'm going to let you guys know for sure. Now, if I am not mistaken, this is the exact same setup that Haggard Garage has on their Genesis, Orion's Genesis. I shouldn't say Haggard Garage has. That's Orion's Genesis. Orion has it on his Genesis. Yeah, definitely a dope set of wheels. But on this car, I think we need to lower it in order to make these look a little better, man. This is looking a little goofy when it's all lifted and stuff like that. Let that be a lesson, man. Don't wide body your car unless you're planning on slamming it, because things are looking a little crazy right now, man. We're going to fix that. I guarantee it, man. Here comes the brakes and then the suspension, man. Obviously, brakes need to get upgraded. And slam this Bad boy? Bad boy, man. Look at this beast. The thing's a monster, dude. And since it is going to be a daily street drifter, we are definitely going to put those anti-roll bars, both front and back. I'm going to do a half cage in here, man. I don't want to be able to see that big old cage there. Now, as far as the engine goes, I'm just going to do a few things to boost performance. A few of the, better things to do. We're going to put cams and then upgrade the single turbo just to give us a little bit of a kick in the seats, shall we say. Have a little bit more fun than we would if this was just a, stock single turbo on here. So obviously next up, what we need to do is just do a little bit of tuning here. Now right off of the bat, that alignment, I'd like to see some more camber. Even though Ryan's car has pretty square setup on the front, I just want to have a little more camber on the front there, just for shites and giggles, and obviously slam it to the ground. That's pretty much the extent of your boy Denali, aka Don Squally's tuning. You guys know me. I like them low. I like them stiff. Not necessarily in that order. So next up, what we're going to do is probably search for a design here. Now I'm just going to type in Ryan's name here and see if anything comes up here. Now I'm looking for that white paint job with there it is right there, man. That's pretty much as good as it's gonna get, I think. All right, we got a couple people with the build. Black hood, yeah, I believe the last one that I saw was with the black hood. So that's gonna be it right there. Now I don't know if that's gonna put the tire letters on mine. Oh, imagine that, too many design files. And now that we have all that out of the way, man, we're going to go ahead and install this design on our car. And as far as that goes, I'm pretty sure this thing is ready to rip. Now, obviously, before we get out on the open road, we're just going to do a nice little 360, man. Get some little exhaust action happening here. From the back, this thing looks super stock. Then you get up around the side, and it's like, okay, now we're in business, man. Let's do a little drift action around the compound. Now this thing being Ryan's daily drifter, I can only imagine the public roads this thing has shredded. Ooh. The reliable drifter, they call it. Let's see, left or right? I guess we'll go left. See a couple of winding roads ahead. So one thing I'm noticing right now is this thing has a whole lot of power. Very difficult to control. Oh, we're in the wrong side of the road. Even with those big Mr. 305, with those big 305 tires on the back, we are still spinning like crazy. Even coming up into fourth gear. Look at this, fourth gear spinning. Fifth gear still spinning, man. That's that insane cam. Big single turbo working for us. Oh, we're in a drift zone. See if we can link this one up real good. Oh, this guy's messing me up, man. Should have gone around him to the right. Oh, that was my fault, though. No excuse for that. Come on, link it up. Doing terrible on this. I just looked down, 35. Like, man, I should have been crushing it on that one. But we're not going to let that stop the review. Let's get a little interior view. Obviously, rocking that Subaru and not the FRS. If I see one person mention that down in the comments, I swear to God, deleting that real quick. It's like I'll say something plainly in a video, say like, okay, well, they don't have this car, so I'm going to use this one. And then like down in the comments, it's like, that's not even the car. I'm like, which one was it? Oh, John Olson's the RS6. I used the RS4. And in the video, when I'm buying the car, I'm like, there's no RS4 in this, or RS6 in this game, so I'm going to use the RS4, yada, yada, yada. And still, at least like 20 comments of people, that's not the car, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, yeah, I know, brah. You know what I mean? Like, I can read, you know? But then again, there's other times where I blatantly, not blatantly, I, clearly screw up. which was the occasion recently that we had the Holden, the VK or whatever. Was it VL or VK? I think it was a VK. Yeah, you know, I didn't know that HSV or HSD. I didn't know that that was a thing, man. I thought it was just Holden and Holden. So, yeah, I guess you know, constructive criticism when it's due is not necessarily a bad thing, man. Help you build as a YouTube channel. You know, a YouTuber is how they say. So back to this build. As far as everything goes on here, this thing is a beast. I'm gonna keep this one for myself. Oh, look at this big round road here. Keep it on the road, squaw. See if we can link this one up all the way around. Oh, I thought it was just a big oval road. That really would have been dope. But yeah, some cars I try to, you know, I try to auction off if I have too many of a certain car, but no, I think this one's gonna be staying here. Like, it almost needs less power so that I can control it now, you know what I mean? Look out, the speed zone. What do you say, 1 star? You don't think, eh? Oh, that was a nice one. I guess if you just feather the gas, it's not too bad. A lot of people also on YouTube say that I suck at drifting. Whoa, right off of the edge there. As you can see, that's pretty evident. I'm not going to deny that. Alright, let me see, man. Let's see if we can get this thing actually to go in somewhat of a straight line. Get a little speed action going.
You have a bonus board on your
A bonus board? You don't say.
Would you like me to set a route there?
No, I'm quite alright, thank you. I don't know why I was talking in a British accent. That chick is clearly Australian, but I don't know. You know, I'm just a ignorant Canadian guy. Can't even say I'm an ignorant American, man. Sorry, guys. I'm Canadian. Really no excuse for my ignorance. I don't know, man. You know, when they always say back in the day when you're younger, think before you speak, etc., etc. It's, I don't know, man. Easier said than done, especially when you're a YouTuber and your whole, you know, your whole thing is just saying dumb stuff. It's like, it just comes out. You know, if I think too hard, then it doesn't come out properly. I'm not going to make a good video, right? But what I'm thinking we're going to do is just do a little fast travel here down, back to the city. Find ourselves a half-decent spot to park this bad boy, and probably put an end to this video. So right about now is probably when, you know, 90% of you guys are probably clicking off and putting an end, you know, end to this video, like I say. But let me know who the real ones are, man. How many of you guys actually stick around to the end of the video? Definitely let me know, man. It might be a shout out for you, in it for you guys. But knowing me, I'm gonna, you know, not shout the people out and just be a douche. Just let me know down in the comments section. If I remember, I will try to give the shout outs, man. Just to, you know, like I say, let me know who the true fans are, man. Not to say that, I don't know what I'm trying to say, man. Like I say, the whole think before you speak thing doesn't always apply when your job is to, you know, just make small talk. But I'm thinking this has probably been long enough for you guys, so hopefully you enjoyed it. So yeah, don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't already, which I'm sure if you're still listening, majority of you guys are definitely, you know, probably subscribed. Hit the Facebook page. That's about it, man. I'm going to stop talking. So with that being said, I am your boy, Denali, a.k.a. Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching. We going to catch y'all at the next one, man. Peace. Oh no. Oh no.